Real communication is tell, show, do. Instead of reacting, I've learned to respond, and the difference between an emotional reaction is either getting passive aggressive or snapping at you, which means you're going to shut down and probably go look for another job. Leadership book led to management book. Management book led to, hey, most managers can't manage their people because they don't know how to communicate to different personality types. I'm like, shoot, I bet you that's me. So now I'm reading communication books. Communication books tell me, communication isn't just a one way. It's a dialogue, right? You're not just telling, it's a dialogue, and it's setting expectations. And real communication is tell, show, do. I'm going to tell Ryan what my expectations are, what I want. I'm going to show you what I want it to look like, the end result. And then I'm going to ask you for a due date. Tell, show, do. Like, can you do this by this date? And if the answer is no, you're going to give me a due date. Now I'm not going to be a jerk to you by being passive aggressive because you didn't meet some false expectation in my head. I didn't realize it was, tell, show, do. I didn't realize that communication was a dialogue. So I'm taking communication classes. I took Toastmasters to learn to speak better. I took improv classes because some of the books recommended to take improv classes to be able to communicate thoughts, feelings, ideas. I started casting a vision, like, all right, where's Fit Body Bootcamp gone? All right, we're going for 2,500 locations by the year 2026. Got it. Now I need to convey that to my team. Now, if we know that we're going for 2,500 locations, what is our daily wins? Dude, I didn't have any of that. If you had told me, how do you want Fit Body Bootcamp to look? I would say, I want a ton of locations. And you would say, well, when do you want it by? I would say, as soon as possible. As soon as possible might be a year for me. It could be 5 years for you. And so no one had any clarity on vision. And so I was emotionally undisciplined. I was indecisive. I had no real specific direction in terms of vision until I learned that you need to cast a vision, share it with your team, and then reinforce that vision daily, weekly, monthly, hourly. And then you need to bring people that share your core values with you. And then I developed core values like, all right, I'm a hard worker. Okay, that's one. What else? Or I'm developing discipline. Great. What else? We communicate no matter what. Okay, great. I need to get better communicators. And so now I realize part of being a good CEO, a good leader, means you're literally mentoring your team. So now it's not just go get mentorship. Now you're mentoring your team. They look at you as a father figure. They look at you as someone who's going to help them. Even though you're paying them and they're supposed to do the job, you still have to coach them along and help them level up as your business gets faster, more sophisticated. You create more processes and systems. The bigger your business gets, the faster it moves, the more complex the processes and systems, which means that if Bedros is able to run the operations department with 100 locations, but at 250 locations, there's more complexity, I haven't grown as an individual, you're going to fire me. So it's on you to develop me so that I could run the operations department to that capacity and beyond. And so when I realized all of that, and all of that was a byproduct. So like there is no one thing that I did that turned a corner. It was literally becoming a better leader, a better manager, a better communicator, more decisive, emotional discipline. Instead of reacting, I've learned to respond. And the difference between an emotional reaction is either getting passive aggressive or snapping at you, which means you're going to shut down and probably go look for another job. Or I could just take 5 minutes, clear my head, and just respond and go, hey, I probably didn't do a good job explaining my expectation, Shawn. So I apologize for that. Here's what I was looking for. Where else do you need clarity on? Like if you just respond to a situation, this doesn't have to be in a workplace. This could be in a marriage. Like instead of that fist going through the drywall, which is emotional reaction that's going to shut down your wife. If you just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a day off, and then respond with, hey, I think here's how I screwed up. And here's where the communication breakdown was. You will actually find the outcome that you want in that marriage or that business or that partnership. And so no one ever told me that entrepreneurship involves so many soft skills. I just was like, the hard skills that I need are market and sell. Mm-hmm. There's like hundreds of soft skills you need that without them, it's going to implode and implode and implode until you want to take your own life.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.